first update on what has been named by Pegasa Tropical Depression Samuel, with winds of 35 miles per hour at this time and a pressure of 1002 millibars as of 10 p.m. Philippine time this November 18th. The system was located at 6.7 degrees north, 131.9 degrees east, putting it just west of Palau and pretty far to the east of Mindanao, but it is closing in, moving in a westerly fashion, and could move through the Mindanao region and the southern Visayas in the next few days. 370 miles from Caraga, 432 from Davao, 486 from Surigao, 513 from Cagayan de Oro and 601 from Cebu City. The system could develop quite significantly before it strikes land. No warnings are in effect in the Philippines at this time, but you can see the area that we've marked out under the area of concern, especially towards the middle part there. So the Visayas region towards Palawan and then out into the South China Sea is where we're watching this system as it develops. It could, if anything, be a significant rain threat, quite a late season system. There's been many in the past that have been similar to this, but it looks at this stage that it will probably be fairly weak as it moves through the Philippine Islands in the early part of this coming week. And then, according to GFS, which is what we're looking at here, it could then develop into a typhoon as it approaches the coast of Vietnam towards the end of the week and could make landfall as a Category 1 or 2. Other models say differently, and by the way, you can see another system out at sea there developing into a significant typhoon. Sea surface temperatures right now in the area are not a problem, 29 degrees Celsius, pretty much all the way up to the coast of Vietnam. It drops off a little bit before it gets there, but through the Philippines at least, it's very warm. You'll only be able to barely see the system over the next few days on this particular loop, but you can see the green areas there just about reaching the coast of the Philippines. That's a weak tropical storm moving through. It's still detectable. You can just about see it passing through Palawan there on Wednesday and then out into the South China Sea, and there it is developing into a typhoon Thursday, Friday, and that other typhoon out in the Philippine Sea as well, bending off towards the north. And then of course this system, 33W, has been tagged by the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Samuel is the Philippine name, making landfall in Vietnam later. 41% chance of tropical storm force winds at Surigao, 31% in Cebu City, 25% at Davao. These percentage chances I think are a little bit low, as a matter of fact. I think the percentage chances are a little bit higher for what we may see from this system. You can see what the models are saying right now. The GFS, you can see in there, the CTCX is very much an outlier. I wouldn't be going with that right now. It is calling for a very strong typhoon. HWRF says higher wind shear amounts over the next few days will inhibit intensification. And then you can see the track forecast from all of those models as well, along with those other parameters. The track is pretty much set in stone. It's just which islands will the storm move over, but it will affect most of them. So you can see this is what the storm actually looks like in the last few frames. It's in the gap between Palau and Mindanao, pretty low latitude. It's probably going to move up towards the northwest a little bit before it reaches the Philippines, but as you can see, convection is already there. Tropical depression status, I think, is more than fair, and it will probably be a tropical storm by the time it arrives in the Philippines. It's probably going to be a rain threat more than anything else. Landslides and flooding is a distinct possibility over the next few days. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. We'd like to thank one of our most recent patrons, Christian Asher. Thank you very much for helping the project becoming even better. You can do so as well by also becoming a patron. You can find more information and benefits at patreon.com/Force13. You can also add Force 13 on Skype and Fool 13 at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.